Right, so the first card you've got for your past is this Queen of Pentacles. Very beautiful, very nurturing card. It feels like I'm getting this feeling of missing someone. And yeah, very, very nurturing card, mothering. So it might be a love connection that you miss. It could either be a love connection or it could be someone else, because there's this mothering situation. If it is a love connection, I feel as if you did protect them at some time or you helped them at some time. You were in that more kind of caring role with this person, and you absolutely love them. And you know, it could also be a mother and child. It could also be a family, because this is a mother, obviously. So lots of different people it could be. I am getting this feeling it may be a love connection, as in a romantic love connection. It feels like someone, it feels like someone was in your life, obviously, and then they left your life. They left your life, because I'm getting this, I miss them. I really do miss them. I shouldn't miss them. I shouldn't miss them. I had lots of problems with this person, but I just miss them, and I'm worried about them. I wonder where they are. I'm really worried. You know, they left, they're not all that good at taking care of themselves, because you took care of them a lot of the time. I keep on getting that. But they're not there, so you don't know kind of what they're up to. And just with this Magician as well, I'm just looking at the Magician. It looks like maybe whoever this is that's left you, again, I keep on getting love. They've taken on a bit more than they should have, or they can, if that makes sense. It's almost like they might have a big ego. I'm seeing someone who's like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. I'm the Magician. I don't need you to help me. I can go do whatever I want. I'm getting that kind of thing. I'm getting this kind of ego. I'm getting that fire with the Magician. It might be that they were a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but I'm getting lots of fire and lots of kind of spontaneity and ego, all that kind of thing that fire signs can be. Doesn't have to be, once again. And then you were with them, you were helping them, you were taking care of them, you were more like the sensible one. I keep on getting that. And yet I'm getting the safety, this feeling of safety. They felt very safe around you. Very safe around you. I'm seeing it here. And yeah, my eyes just going down vertically, just going down to the Nine of Cups as well. They felt safe in your love, because there's an archway there of cups, which is an arch of love. So they felt protected and safe under your love. That's what I'm getting, looking right across. So because I'm looking right across at that, and that's in the future, that tells me that they may still be thinking about that and you know, remembering that of you right now, or they might be at some time in the future. So that's what that's telling me there. Yeah, and I think you are missing them. I think you're also worrying about them. Again, I keep on getting that. I used to care about them. I just worry. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this by themselves. They're not really, you know, it's almost like they need you. It's almost like they need you. So, okay, so what I'm getting here, there is a return coming. There's a return coming. They're coming back. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting here. They always come back. They always return. I'm getting, they go, they return. They go, they return. They go, they return. And you know that they're going to return, because I'm just looking at the Queen. She's looking down at the Magician. She knows he's there. She knows he's got to do whatever he has to do, but he always returns, and he's got that infinity above his head, which is, you know, always coming back. It's like a loop. I go away and I come back, and I always will. Always. It's an infinity. So I think you know that they are going to come back. I think you're feeling that they are going to come back, and they are going to come back. I'm seeing that. Whether you want them to come back, because they've got this kind of very fiery side. It's a little bit of it can be spontaneous, which is the good part, the fun, good part. There's also this angry side of them, two sides. And so, you know, that you like the fun side, but it's the fiery side, it's that angry side that you didn't like. So, you know, I'm kind of getting this, if I could only have the good side and not the bad side, everything would be absolutely perfect. But I think with this person at this time anyway, you couldn't have that. You had to have one with the other. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense to someone. The other, and yeah, I'm getting music. I don't know why. Maybe they play music, maybe you play music, maybe you've got a link to do with music, maybe you've heard some music recently, they've reminded you of them. I've just got that as well. I'm sorry, this is a little bit scattered because I'm seeing all kinds of things in the Magician here. Okay, I'm getting something I see in your readings all the time, wanting to manifest something that should be yours. Okay, so you've got this Magician, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's probably money. You can manifest this. You can absolutely have that. You know, there's red roses in the Magician, there's red roses in the Queen of Pentacles, and red roses represent manifestation. So, and obviously this is the manifesting man. You know, the Magician is, I can do this, I can manifest this. So what that's showing you is, if you've been waiting for this to come back, it feels like you've been waiting for this for a long, long time, actually. You can have this, you can manifest this. Okay, just looking at him again, looking at this Magician, there's something that there's some way of getting this that you're missing right now. That's what I'm feeling, if that's you. You can have this, you can manifest this, but there's a way of doing this that you're not seeing right now, because he's got all these tools in front of him, but he's not actually looking at the tools, he's looking out in front of him. So maybe you're looking in front of you and you're saying, out in front of you, and you're saying, well, you know, I know I can have this, there must be a way to have this, I know this is mine, I'm not going to stop until I get this, I'm very determined. But there's something, there's some way of doing this that I'm missing. I'm not seeing something. There's some path I'm missing. There's some tool I'm missing. Now it's there, it's out there in front of you, and you're not seeing whatever that is. And I'm getting that. It might be information, might be a document, might be something that's around you, might be something that you have to ask someone. So if that makes sense to you, just meditate on that. Just calm down. Just think, instead of rushing ahead like the Magician, maybe channel more of the Queen of Pentacles. You know, she's sitting there and she's watching the coin. So that's what you want. You want that money. You want that thing that belongs to you. So sit there and meditate and manifest in a more peaceful way, and try and do that. And I think then the tool will come to you, or what you need to do will come to you. So I hope that makes sense to someone. I really do. I hope it's not too crazy. All right, so the last card you've got for your past is, the Six of Swords. So, yeah, this person's left you behind. You can see that again here. They've moved forward. Yeah, again, they've left the security of you behind. You always protected them. You always took care of them. They're taking some kind of hurt with them as well, because this woman's moving forward. She's got her swords with her. So I don't know if you had some kind of harsh words between you, or whether they're just remembering some kind of unhappiness between you. Again, there's a little bit of childishness in them, because I keep on getting this ego. I keep on getting this fiery temper. Impulsiveness. There's a child on this card as well. I'll just move it up so you can see the card. There's a child there. So again, you don't miss that side of them. You miss the really happy, impulsive side, but you don't miss that harsh, difficult side. And I think that's what this is showing, because if you look at this again, she's moving away from, the choppy waters, the rough seas, the roughness, and she's moving into that very calm sea. So I think for you, even though you do miss them, you do worry about them, I'm getting that, life for you generally is a lot calmer without this person around you. And I think having them out of your life, I think that's going to help you to manifest these things that you want, and be able to concentrate on that, even if it's just temporary, because they are coming back at some time. But that time to yourself, that peaceful time, that's what's going to help you a lot with this path that you're trying to go on, and this thing you're trying to get back. And yeah, I'm just getting this really, really strongly. They're thinking about you, absolutely. They're thinking about not just the good times, again, they're thinking about the bad times as well, with all these swords. So they're remembering the good times, they're remembering the bad times, just like you are, really. And yeah, so they're still thinking about you. And again, that kind of shows me that they are going to return as well. And I think that's what they're thinking about. How am I going to return to this person? It's really awkward. It's really difficult. You know, I showed them my bad side. Are they going to want me back again? Are they going to want me back again? How am I going to show them the better side of me? I'm getting that. How am I going to show them the better side of me? So they're kind of sorting that all out in their head. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. I really feel in this reading I'm a little bit all over the place, probably because I'm not really used to doing this. This is the first time I've come back to do this for a while. So, okay, so with your present, the first card up there you've got is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is love. So again, this is a love connection. I don't think it's a platonic connection. I do think it's a love connection. It's a person you protected again. So we've got that beautiful love here again. So yeah, I've got you being in two minds about this again. You're thinking, you know, I know they're going to return. I can feel that they're going to return. There's a link between us. I can feel there's that link, but I don't want to be linked to that ego. I don't want to be linked to that ego. And what I'm seeing here is the Ace of Cups can be a process that you go through. It can represent baptism, so which is a process, a spiritual process. That doesn't mean you're going to be baptized. It just means you're going through some kind of internal process where you're changing. And I think they're going to go through that as well. I really think, because I've got this, okay, the grass isn't greener. I miss them. I miss what I had with this person. I think that's what they're feeling. They don't like that side of me. I need to change. I know I need to change. And I think they're going to start to try to change. And the way they're going to do that is, I think they're going to humble themselves. I think they're going to start to humble themselves. They're going to start to turn into a more peaceful person. They're really going to catch themselves up when they do show that fiery side, the negative fiery side. So they're changing. They're going to go through a process of change. So what they're going to think is, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to show the better side? The only way is to change. So yeah, there's a big change happening to them. I'm seeing that really, really clearly. And with you, there's a huge change happening with you as well. A huge thing. This is what I'm getting with you in this card. It feels like there's some kind of, feels like a craving. It's like a longing. Might be an ambition. This is inside me. This is deep inside me. It might just be the true me is in there. Yeah, the true me is in here. Whatever this is, it's in here. I want it to come out. I haven't shown that to people yet. It's always been in there. I'm a little bit afraid for that to come out. So you're going to go through this process. And then when you've come through that, it's going to come out. The true me is going to come out. Because if you look underneath this, you've got the star card. So she's the star. She's come out. She's naked. She's herself, her true self. So you're coming out of that process, that inner process, and then you're going to show people your true self. Now, that might come out in a change in your career. It might end up that you change a lot of things in your life. But whatever you do, it's going to be the real you. The real you inside you is going to determine what you do on the outside of you. So that's kind of what I've got with those two cards. It's going to come out. So when you do meet again, when they do come and see you again, when they communicate with you again, they're going to be quite different and you're going to be quite different. Both of you are going to be different. So because of that, because the star's right in the middle of this whole spread, which is, the one right in the middle is the important one. I can't see whether you're going to want to go back or not. I can't see whether they're going to decide to come back to you or not, because you're going to be so changed and they're going to be so changed as well. So it's almost like two different people meeting all over again. It's a whole new refresh. Look at that water in the Ace of Cups. Refreshing change. Born again. And that's what that process of baptism is supposed to be about. Born again. I don't want to talk about religion. That's not what I'm here for. But that's just what I'm seeing when I'm just saying that because that's what I'm seeing there. The dove of peace and all that. Anyway. Okay. Okay. So this is going to sound a little bit strange. This is what I'm seeing. There's some kind of black. It's like a box or a dark coloured box. There's something in there, papers, information, it's something like that. It might not be that it's a dark box or a dark container. It might just be that it's in the dark. So maybe it's in a cupboard or a wardrobe or something like that. I think that might be the tool that's missing. It's some information, and it's somewhere. It might be in your house, might be in someone else's place. I don't know, but it might be in an office. It's somewhere inside a cupboard or a wardrobe. So if that's you, think about where that might be. Think about what that might be. And I think that might be the missing piece. Might not be, but it feels like a missing piece that you can't see. It feels like one of those tools that the magician couldn't see. And it's right next to him as well. So yeah, it's like, and the star is like, oh, I can see the starlight now. I can see this now. I'm starting to see. So that's kind of what I'm getting as well. Okay, there's jewellery missing as well for someone. There's jewellery missing for someone. That's in some kind of box somewhere in the dark, or a dark box as well. I'm getting that too for someone. A wardrobe, a cupboard. Okay, so I know that's crazy. I hope that helps someone. Okay, so I'm going to go on with the Lovers card. Yeah, there's something quite clear here. Again, this is showing me that it is a love connection that you were missing, and now they're going to come and return and talk to you. Now, this is what I'm seeing here, because the Lovers card can be about a decision you're going to have to make. So I think when they come back and talk to you, this is about this decision. And what this is showing me is you're both totally different people now. Totally different people. The Lovers card's all about, I'm going to lift that up so you can see, it's about the Garden of Eden. This is the beginning. So you're both going to be at the beginning of your lives again, because you're both completely different people. So I think that's what that's telling you. So again, it's very unsure as to which decision you're going to make here, because you're not dealing with the same person. You're dealing with a different person now, and they're dealing with you, who's a different person now. That, if that makes sense. What this is saying is you are looking up to this angel. I think the woman's representing you, because behind the man you've got all this fire, you know, and I was seeing them as a fiery person. So I've got you as the woman here in this card representing you. And again, you're looking into yourself. You're looking at your more spiritual side. You're looking at what's above you with this angel. So you're not going to be looking at them. So it looks like they might have a few tries to come and talk to you. They might be the one that pursues you or comes after you more than you do them. And again, yeah, all this fire. And look at this. They've grown through this. They're dropping their ego. The fire is behind the man now. The fire's behind the man now. I just want to say this. I'm not saying that you're a woman, they're a man. I'm not saying this is a heterosexual relationship. It can be any relationship. I'm just seeing that representing you, that representing them, because of what I was seeing in the Ace of Cups. So that's what I'm getting there. Okay, the other thing I'm getting here is, okay, if you're single, there's also another new lover in front of you as well. So you're going to have a decision. It's like a three-way decision almost, maybe. I don't know when this is going to come in, but it's a decision. Will I have them or won't I? Will I have them or will I just go on my path that I'm already on? Or will I choose someone else? So there's someone else in front of you as well if you're single. It looks like it might be a friend. It looks like you haven't recognized that they're there in front of you yet. Again, I'm looking at the star card and the stars behind her, so she can't see what's behind her. But this person is there. And I think that's going to be revealed to you at some time as well. But I think your mind is still on this person here, on this ex or whoever this is. This is all centered around that. So it looks like that's where your mind is right now. Missing them, wondering where they are. Still exasperated, still not happy with the way they acted, with that fiery side. So, okay, so I hope that all makes sense. I really hope I'm making sense. I can't tell. I'm just going on and on. Okay, so, right, so the first card you've got for your future is the Two of Wands. Right, so this is really, really interesting. If you look all the way across at the top, the man in the Two of Wands looks like that's representing this ex, this person who's coming back. And then looking at you, you're represented by the Queen of Pentacles right at the start. So he's looking all the way across and he's looking at you through the Ace of Cups. He's looking at you through the love, through the changes. He's going to have those changes, then he's going to come to you after he's been through those changes. Again, not necessarily a he or a she. I'm just saying that because there's a man in, in the Two of Wands, and there's a female in the Queen of Pentacles, obviously. So what I'm getting here is the Two of Wands is all about like a crossroads. It's like, I'm looking forward. He's looking forward into this beautiful landscape. And he's like, I want to go out there. I want to move forward with my life. That's what I want to do. I can't do that. I can't do that yet because he's got this wand behind him. And if you look at the one that's behind him, it's bolted to the wall. He can't get rid of that wand yet. I think that wand to them represents you. You're there. So it's like, I can't go forward. I can't go forward with this wand. I can't go into my life until I look backwards into what I had behind me and I deal with that first. So they're like, I can't go forward until I come back and talk to you. So that's what's going on in that card. And they're going to go through that process once again in the Ace of Cups. I know I'm repeating myself, to get to you. And you are going to go through that as well before you get to them. Look at that, because the Ace of Cups is in the middle of the two of you. Beautiful. I didn't see that before. Okay. So yeah, you're going to resolve something in some way. It's either going to go one way, you're going to get back together, or you're just going to resolve things and say, no, we're not suited. I'm going on my path now, because your path's really important to you. And, they're going to go on theirs. They're going to resolve that. They're going to be able to move forward, or you're going to get back together. Again, if you get back together, it's going to be as two completely different people. Totally fresh start for the both of you. So yeah, that again. All right, so, I keep on seeing this music. I don't know whether you want to get into music, whether they do, whether they've left you to pursue music. There's some music connection and it's coming back to you. I don't know whether that makes sense to anyone. I don't know. Anyway, so the next card you've got for your future is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this can be a really sad card about someone leaving, obviously, and then you've got this moon that's kind of giving this guy the side eye. So when they left, obviously, you weren't happy with each other. This is a very dark card. We know that. That's already here. So you've got the progression between the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Love, the Nine of Love. So he's left again, and then in the Nine, it's a progression. They're coming back again. Now, when they come back again, you're going to be so much more self-centered, so much more self-assured. I know that sounds horrible, but really, they had this big ego. And you're going to have not a big ego, but you're going to be a lot stronger inside yourself because you've been through this process. So again, they're going to be really surprised when they talk to you, when they see you, because you're going to be totally different and it's going to really surprise them. They're going to be surprised. And so, because what they're used to is, if you look at the Nine of Cups down here, they're used to you protecting them. The cups are making this kind of, archway above his head. And archways are protection, protecting you from the rain, sheltering you. And they're going to expect you to come and nurture them again. They're going to expect that from you, but you're probably going to say to them, no, I'm not like that anymore. I'm a lot stronger. So lots and lots and lots of things you're going to have to resolve if you get back together, or even if you're just friends. But there is that return. And again, there is. You know that. You can feel that if that's you. Yeah, when you see them, you'll be a lot stronger. Once again, I'm getting that too. So I hope that all makes sense to someone. I really do. I know it was quite specific, but again, I'm new to all this again. This is like it's new to me doing this again. So hopefully that makes sense. So Gemini, it's a general reading. Obviously, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Thank you so much for watching.